Hello, students and parents. The first couple minutes of this video are going to be directed toward parents. So I will talk about that first, and then I will talk with students and parents together. So parents, this video is going to be all about help. You will find help sometimes on the main page of your students' devices. So, if you go to the home page, you might find it on there. Or it might be kind of embedded in the device. Some students might have words like under needs or quick comments or something like help to bathroom, or I need help, kind of just in the quick comments section. But a lot of students do have a specific help section. The other place that it could be is it might be in your students' if you go to quick fires and then you go to personal needs, you might find help in there as well. So we'll talk about that a little bit more as we go through the session with the students, but just find for yourself on the device where help is. And then anytime that I'm talking about it and I show an example, it'd be great if you kind of showed that example on the device too. Some of the examples that I show, you might not be able to very quickly jump around and find all the words to say those things. Like, for example, if I say help with my shoe, that might be something that you don't find on the device, or help with my AFOs or SMOs. Some of our students don't maybe have those. And so if that's the case, you can just say help by itself, and that's okay too. Yeah, the other thing too is just when we are going through this video and we're talking about help, you can say it and show them, but you don't have to make your students say it, but just really show it to them a lot. And then you might see that later on they might say help, and then whenever they do, then you can just give them a lot of praise for that and respond appropriately. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with kind of the student portion of the video now. All right, hello students. We are going to be talking today about asking for help. I'm going to show you some different examples and talk to you a little bit about the why we would ask help. So I'm going to share my screen and show you kind of a screen that looks like some of yours. And then I will also share my screen and show you just some different scenarios of why you might ask for help. All right, so 1 second. All right, so here is one example of help. There's this one, I need help here. You might also find it under core words, you might find it there. So just depending on where you are in your device, it might be under quick fires, personal needs, and I need help, or you could go to core words and it might be right there. And this is if you've got Snap Core first. I will show you two. There are some other things some other buttons that it might look differently. So we're going to just search for some of those buttons. All right, so here are some more examples. This is the symbol 6 one, which would be probably on most communicator page sets. So this would be help there. So it might look differently for different people. And then you've got some different symbols here that might look like that. Oh, here's one again. There's another help symbol. Maybe help with a hand. You could see here, help with a hand. So there are a lot of different symbols, or like a few for sure that are used for help. And your parents can also at this time, and your staff can show you what helps look like on your device. Now, when you are asking for help, there are a lot of reasons why you might want to ask for help, but the kind of overarching idea about this is if you ask for help, then a problem can be solved. So help is a really important kind of concept. And if you put the word help with a lot of other words, those other words make more sense when you put the word help with them, and then people can actually provide the help that you're asking for. All right, so there might be some different reasons that you would ask for help. One might be if you can't reach something, or if something is not in front of you that you want to be in front of you, or something like that. So if you look at this little baby, and I hope that I am sharing, yep, I hope that I am sharing this page. This little baby really wants this kiwi up on the counter, but he can't reach it. And so there might be some different tools that someone could provide to this baby to help him to reach the kiwi. In a similar way, maybe right now you need help to be able to access some different YouTube videos that you like, or channels, or movies, or things like that. But people are coming out with new technology all the time that would kind of serve as like a step stool for you to be able to find those resources yourselves. So hopefully that will keep on happening, but until then, if you can use the word help, help is kind of like a step ladder too. For this student, he says help, and then someone might help to just pick him up so he can reach it, or they might bring it down to him, or something like that. So help can kind of be a little tool for you to be able to reach that. Now the student might say, help hungry, help kiwi. And I'll show you here too how you might say those things. So help, and then you could go to quick fires, personal needs, and you could say hungry. Oh, I'm hungry for the kiwi. Help, pick it up. Help. Help me. You can go, we can also just search here and see if we can find kiwi in our device. And it is, it's listed under our fruits. So, you know, that's another cool thing about this, about the SNAP Core First, is that you can just, anything you want to find out on your student's device where it is, you can type it in and find it. Not everything would be in there, but you can find a lot of things, and it will just navigate you through if you don't click more than once. I did click more than once, and so didn't work so well. But 1 second here. I'll try again. So I'm going to go down to the bottom. Oh, where is it? Okay, so it's under related lists, which wasn't actually on there, and then kiwi, and then if I keep on going down, there it is. All right, so, you know, you could maybe find that on your device too, and if that's like your favorite food, that might be more toward the top. All right, we're gonna go back and look at some more reasons you might ask for help. All right, you might ask for help because you wanna watch YouTube. So we kind of talked about that. That's another reason why you might ask for help. You might wanna play a game. So you might ask for help and then say, help kids learn. There's another reason you might ask for help. It might be that you're just not feeling good. Look at this person. She's hugging her stomach, and she's got kind of like a sad expression on her face, and you can just tell that she is feeling in pain. Well, sometimes you might be able to express with your face and with your body movements that you are in pain. Go ahead and do that. But there might be some times where you might be feeling some pain, and it's not really showing on your face, but you want somebody to know that. So that's where it'd be really good for you to be able to ask for help. And you could say help, and then you could say help AFOs, if you have AFOs. Help, you could say hand splints. Help, you could say nurse. And I know that nurse is on this SNAP Core First here, so we're gonna find that quick. Let me just look for it. Nurse. Okay, so often we might even move that up to your quick fires and needs because you might need a nurse. And so, you know, a lot of people that have these devices, maybe some of them don't need that to be on there, but we would probably put that on closer. So most of you probably have access to nurse a little bit closer under your needs. So hopefully your parents can help you find that too, your parents and your staff. There's nurse. All right, and we'll go back. Okay, so those are all good reasons where you need help because you don't feel good. So those are things that you might need help with to make you feel better. Get your AFOs off or loosened, get your hand splints loosened, and then just asking for the nurse. Another thing is you might just be a little bit uncomfortable. It might not be that you're in pain, but you just, you could feel a little bit better. And some reasons for that might be that you might be cold. So if you went to your device and so cold, you could say hot. Yep, so hot or cold. So I'm going to go ahead and find that here quick if I can. So again, saying help. And then maybe it's under feelings. And on this device, it's not under feelings. Some of you, it is under feelings. But again, depends on how often you might feel that way. Okay, so it is under feelings. It's just not under your quick fires feeling page. So cold, you could say, or you could say hot. You might be hungry. That might be another reason that you're uncomfortable. So anyway, that is something where you're maybe not feeling like in a lot of pain, but you just, if you just let yourself be cold for too long, it might start to feel more and more uncomfortable, and it might turn into something like pain. Or if you're hungry for too long, you might start to feel uncomfortable. It might give you a tummy ache. All right, go back to our page here. All right, another thing is maybe you're just confused about something, or you just want to learn more about something. Like if somebody is using a lot of words or acronyms that just don't make a lot of sense to you, then maybe you want to ask them for help, or say stop, please talk to me, things like that. So you might ask for help for that. So yeah, if you are just confused or you didn't hear something, you could say help, please repeat. You could say help. You could say, let's see here. You could say, it's not good, or I don't like that. Repeat that. All right, we'll check out this section here quick. And some of you do have this pretty close to the core words on your device, and so it's probably easier for some of you to find that. If you don't have it close and you would like it close, you could say want as we're going through this video, so that we know that you would like to have access to that word. All right. And then last thing that you might need, or okay, the last thing that I would say that you might need some help with might be if you're talking about somebody else. So we've talked about a lot of things that you could say help, and it might be about yourself. So when you say that, you could say, I need help, I want help, you help me. things like that. And that's all focused on you. A lot of these things that I was saying were all focused on like yourself. But you know, you might see that somebody else is upset and they need help. So for example, sometimes we have devices that stop working for a while, and then our classmates don't have access to that quick way to be able to share what they're feeling or what they need, but you maybe do. So when our friends don't have access to that and you know that they need help, you can see that there's something wrong, you could say help, and then you could say her, or you know, this one it said she, but help her, help him. Or you could say a certain classmate's name, like help George or help Alicia. So if you say those different names or some of those different pronouns, then not only are you advocating for yourself using help, but you're advocating for someone else, which is a really nice way to help your friends out, especially when they don't have their devices at the moment. So hopefully you've had the chance, every time I've been showing you how to say help for different things, hopefully your parents have been kind of doing that as well, or your staff. When you do use help with other words, that's going to be the best way to make it effective. So I want you to continue to practice saying help or saying some things that might be under your help or need category. If you did have a really good example of some time that you used help this week, then if your parents or staff would like to send me an email that just says, okay, here's something that my student asked for help for, that would be great. And we can talk about that during the Zoom meetings. All right. Have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed getting to look at a page set while we were doing this video. I think that that's a kind of exciting way to start. I'll probably play with the grid size a little bit as we go so that it looks like different devices at different times. And then I'm also going to try to work on getting something that might look like some of those communicator pages so that all of you can have the chance to see something that looks like what you're used to. Work on asking for help this week and have a great day.